The eyes are the windows to the soul, allowing us to connect more deeply when interacting with others. The warmth in our eyes shows that we are connected to our emotions and can empathize with what others bring to us. But have you ever wondered why psychopaths are said to have dead eyes? Well, psychopaths often pretend to be empathetic, but are not connected to the emotions most people feel. Hence, when you look into their eyes, you can sense something isn't right. And this coldness causes people to describe them as having dead eyes. Today in this video, we will take a deep dive into the truth about psychopaths' dead eyes and what they reveal. Let's start by understanding the common perceptions of the empty stare of psychopaths. When people interact with psychopaths, they often sense something fake in their eyes. However, this realization takes some time to sink in. For most of us, it's hard to believe someone being completely disconnected from their humanitarian side, what we call the soul. That said, there is one common misconception that only psychopaths have dead eyes. Nevertheless, people who have been through traumatic situations also tend to have dead eyes. For them, it's a defense mechanism to protect their vulnerability when they feel overwhelmed by their emotions. Now comes the big question. Can you identify a psychopath with their so-called psychopath eyes? Well, the truth is it's not so straightforward. In fact, identifying a psychopath based solely on their eyes is generally difficult. As mentioned before, some people who are not psychopaths may exhibit such eyes as a defense mechanism to protect their emotions. Additionally, some neurotypical individuals also emulate dead eyes for fun or out of curiosity. To make things more complex, psychopaths are also good at emulating the feelings and attitudes of empathetic people, making it even more difficult to catch on them right away. For example, some serial killers such as Ted Bundy and Paul Bernardo fooled the police for years and were able to carry out a lot of crimes. They were never suspected of being psychopaths as they appeared to be family-oriented, kind, even charming people. Now, generally, when someone isn't in touch with their vulnerability or empathy, it's reflected in their gaze. While this alone may not be the effective way to determine whether someone is psychopathic or not, it can give us a clue about the nature of the person we might be dealing with. That being said, psychopath eyes can be identified in 3 ways. Number 1, the cold stare. Psychopaths often have a look that feels distant and emotionless, like they're looking through you rather than at you. This cold stare makes people feel uncomfortable, as it lacks the usual warmth and connection we expect from others. Second is dilated pupils. For psychopaths, dilated pupils appear during moments of intense focus or heightened emotion, adding to the striking and unsettling nature of their gaze. Third is reduced blinking. Another common trait is that psychopaths blink less frequently. This reduced blinking can make their gaze feel unnatural, as if they are deliberately suppressing this natural action. With that in mind, you may now be wondering what these dead eyes of a psychopath actually reveal. Well, firstly, they indicate an emotional disconnect. Dead eyes are commonly associated with a dissociative state. This means that the person is disconnected from their emotions, essence, values, etc., and is focused on their external environment. Their gaze does not come from their inner self, but from their heart, just like a computer. As a result, the eyes of psychopaths do not seem to express any emotion, no matter how much they try to look like they do with their body language. These individuals observe the world and people without really getting involved, as if they were watching it through a screen. Thus, they adopt impulsive and dangerous attitudes that affect others without questioning them or being affected by the consequences. Secondly, dominance and manipulation. Psychopaths' dead eyes are not just emotionless, they also convey dominance and power. Their gaze can make others feel exposed, vulnerable, or even defensive. So if you sense an intimidating focus despite their outward charm or kindness, it could be a clue that you are dealing with a psychopath. Now, before concluding this video, let me tell you one last thing. It's often said that a look says more than words, because beyond what we say, it's our humanity that connects us. Our eyes reveal what lies within us, reflecting our vulnerability and empathy. So yes, the dead eyes of a psychopath do exist, and they have proof that psychopaths lack the ability to empathize, connect with their emotions, or feel guilt or remorse. Finally, to truly determine if you're dealing with a psychopath, pay attention to their manipulative tactics, impulsiveness, lack of honesty, and above all, lack of remorse and empathy. Thanks for watching The Conflicted Mind. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and join us for more insights. See you next time.